YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I go by the name of Galebo Holo for those of you who didn't know, and I am I just be doing my own thing, man. So today I'm going to be doing a chit chat, get ready with me, right, kind of thing. It's actually a story time because I've seen a lot of people in my comments. I've seen a lot of people in my comments requesting a story time. They're always like, hey, please do more stories. So I was like, okay, let me do a story, but also let me get my makeup done. I'm not necessarily going anywhere. I hope I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just doing my makeup for the sake of it, because you know, you always gotta practice, guys. If you don't practice doing your makeup, like, think about makeup now. If you stop doing it for like a while, you kind of lose your balance. I'm not saying you completely not know how to do your makeup, but you just lose that thing about it. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. I need a mirror. Which one am I gonna use? Okay, pardon. Karanga scream ako. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, guys. No, you guys are gonna steal it. I thought I had lost my Hermosa Flora voucher. I was gonna show you guys, but you're gonna steal it, so no. Nah. I did my eyebrows off camera because, well, I don't know why. I'll be lying if I said why. I'll be lying. Today I'm going to be telling you guys a story about, you should tell me, do you think this guy, he's Nigerian, it was a man, did he try to sacrifice my friends and I? This is what you should tell me. So I'm going to tell you a story about how he went to visit some guy with my friends, and he started doing some shady shit that made us feel like this guy is trying to sacrifice us. Like, what in the voodoo shit was that? So yeah, I'm really not trying to, maybe, I don't know, I'm not trying to disrespect any kind of like culture or anything like that. Maybe that's how they do things, but Agiti, that was just scary, right? What had happened was, guys, I was still in varsity, right? I think I was doing my last 6 months of varsity. So I studied at the Northwest University, the Potchefstroom campus, né? So I only had one module there, and I had one module at UNISA, right? So I was writing it was a Friday, when my friend texted me, let's call her Madibuse. Hey, Madibuse. Let's call her Madibuse. Madibuse texted me and said, hey, let's go to Joburg. So now understand this, guys. We stayed in Potchefstroom. We had enough of the groove here, right? So we actually enjoyed going to groove in Joburg because we felt like we are over Potch. Like, we are over it. So then Maribusen texted me and was like, hey, let us go to Joburg. So I'm like, okay, cool, but however, I am writing on Monday. It was a Friday, right? I am writing on Monday, so when will we be back? And he was like, she was like, no, we're gonna be back tomorrow, which is Saturday. We're gonna be back tomorrow. I also have some schoolwork to do anyway. Okay, sharp. So she tells me that we're going with our other friend, Precious. I'll call her Precious. Right, we're going with our other friend, Precious. And I'm like, okay, cool. I pack my bags and I take I request my driver to drive me to their place, and then we go. I go there. When I get there, Kante, it's not only I, Precious, and Madibuseng going. Ne? Madibuseng had another friend who was not necessarily a close friend of mine, but a very close friend of hers. But I knew her as well, right? So Madibuseng was like, no, chilled. We're also going with this friend who like call her NG. Let's call her NG. So we're also going with NG. So it's me, Precious, and Madibuseng. Sharp. So while we were waiting for the guy to come, I asked Madibuseng, where did you meet this guy actually? Where did you meet this guy? And she's like, she doesn't know. You don't know? She's like, yeah, I don't know actually. He called me and said, hey, he misses me and we should go. I should come to Joburg. He will come fetch me. So I'm like, so you must know this, right? Of all my friends, I was the strict one. And I'm saying was because I've been like going to therapy and trying to heal those weird things about me. So I feel like I don't want to be the controlling and strict person anymore. So I was the strict friend. So I'm like, what do you mean you do not know the person? She's like, no, I think I met him in Joburg. So one told. Last time I was in Joburg, wow. I was like, okay, sharp, okay. Now, Precious comes and she asks me, hey, how did Madibuseng tell you that actually the guy we're going to is Nigerian? I'm like, no, she didn't tell me. Now, it's understandable. Like I told you, I was a strict friend, so she didn't tell me. And, you know, at that time, we were students. The stigma around Nigerian people was just so bad. I'm glad I'm over that whole thing because now I'm actually very cool. If I was to like marry a Nigerian guy, I would still be good. So at that time, you know, it was just, I was just half okay with it and half not okay with it, right? So I'm like, no, she didn't tell me, but I was like, nah, it's fine anyway. Let me not be that person. So then, sharp, we go. And we wait for the guy, and then the guy says, no, he's outside. Sharp, he's outside. We take our bags and we go to his car, right? So, mind you, we are students, right? And we open the boot. This is important for me to tell you guys this part. We open the boot, né? We put our bags, and when you open, there's like Murse ice trapeze. Now we're good because that's our favorite drink, especially me and Precious. That's our favorite drink at that time, right? So Murse king ice trapeze. Ow, okay. We don't even care. It's not that cold. We drink. We start drinking. Okay, sharp, we drive. And Precious is like, guys, does any one of us have money? Because I have money, but I left I don't know if she said she left her card or what. We can always go back to go get my card. And I'm like, you know what? I don't really have like a lot of money on me. And then Madibuseng, go front city. She's like, no, I have money. It's okay. Sharp. So now they ask me, Jorge, how do you feel about this? We actually asked each other, but I know I've got a very like strong intuition. So like, how do you feel about this? I'm like, I'm okay actually. No weird vibes currently. They're like, okay, cool. Sharp. Now it's getting dark and we haven't left Watch. Then this Nigerian guy is going to check up on. He passes by to go his other friend. Sharp. And now it's time we are leaving Botch. We're leaving Botch. Sharp, we're drinking, listening to music. It's all good. And really at that time, Angie's like, yo, guys, this thing of yours is too sweet. She's like, no, it's my first time having it. It's also important for me, guys, to tell you this part. It's my first time having it. It's actually too sweet for me, whatnot. We're like, no, man. And it's actually also an acquired taste because, you know, guys, ice chocolates isn't like... Well, it is one of the most delicious drinks, but for some people, it may not be. Especially if you're having it for the first time. So, Sharp. We get to, if you know your way from Potchefstroom to Joburg, there's an off-ramp going into Soweto. It's our off-ramp. So we're like, okay. No, the man is like, no, I'm going to see a friend of mine. Can I just pass by there? We're like, oh, okay, chilled. It's alright. So, yeah. We get there to the lady's place. The lady has like a husband and kids. Very beautiful kids, I think 2. Sharp. When you get to the lady's place, guys. So I'm like, yo, I'm hungry. And they offer us food anyway. KFC, I remember. Sharp. We eat. And now, let me tell you. Maribuseng's guy is now asking for Precious's number. He gave Precious the phone so that Precious can... I can need the number. Precious is like, oh my gosh, okay, what am I going to do? I'm like, we're like, you're not going to give this man your number because you know how Maribuseng can get, honestly. And it's not even about how Maribuseng can get. Come on, man. It's just weird. So, he gives us the phone. We take the phone and we go to the toilet outside. We wanted to use the toilet. So we go to the toilet outside and we search through the phone. Yo, the messages in that phone, guys. Like, yo, no, it's ready. It's not ready. Now, let me tell you this. This lady's place that we went to, she's a traditional healer, right? She's a traditional healer. And... Oh, a sango. Yeah, traditional healer sangoma. I don't know. I don't quite get the difference. But I don't think there's a difference. But yeah. So she's a traditional healer. And we start talking to her and Jenna. And Maribuseng asked her, yo, am I going to get married? Because we're so curious and we're fascinated. Yo, man, this person literally almost knows everything. Or can get all the answers. And then Maribuseng keeps asking her questions like, yo, am I gonna get married and stuff. So I ask her like, what do you have to tell me? And she looks at me and she's like, I'm like, what? She's like, I don't want to tell you anything. I'm like, what? And I forced her and she said, you're gonna have to start wearing a skirt. You're gonna have to start wearing a skirt. She says you're going to, not necessarily now, but you're going to start wearing a skirt. And I'm like, what does that mean? And Angie's there like, oh, I understand what that means, but they won't tell me what it means, right? To this day, I actually haven't gotten the answer. I need to ask someone. I'll ask someone what that means. But I think I have an idea now. So I was like, okay, sharp. And she tells Maribuseng that no, Maribuseng definitely is going to get married. And you know what, guys? That was years back, 2018. I bumped into Maribuseng's pictures and she was wearing like an engagement ring. So I know that's right. So yeah, sharp, we eat and then we leave. We go back. We go to the guy's house. So now let me tell you this. This guy, when you ask him his name, he says his name is Chief. He has a name, yes, but we must call him Chief because he's a chief in Nigeria. Yo, guys. You know one thing about Nigerian men, a lot of Nigerian men I've met always claim they're from royalty. I don't know if it's true or not, but a lot of them, almost all of the Nigerian guys I've met, they are of royalty. So this one is also a chief according to him at his village in Nigeria. So he's a chief and we must call him that. Okay. Sharp, and not a problem. As much as Chiefy, and I guess Chief for Lemus. Sharp. We get to Chief's house. So mandate, guys, mandate was we're going to Joburg, we're gonna go out. This guy doesn't mind Ibile. He's going to even drive us there, but he's not going there with us. He's not going there with us because he can't be seen there or something like that. I can't remember what it was. I don't care, it's fine. We go. Even I think I was having problems with my then boyfriend. We were always having problems, guys. He was always cheating, so we were always having problems. So we go to his place. We get to his place now. Let me tell you about his place, right? It's an apartment, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, kitchen and the lounge. Now, when we get there, we're given instructions. Don't come into this bedroom with your shoes on. That's his bedroom. You guys can use this bathroom. You're gonna sleep in this bedroom. Okay. Don't open this cupboard, but you can open any other cupboard. Don't sit on this chair, but you can sit on any other chair. Why? Can't tell you. Me, I'm the one that's always asking. Everybody's like, okay, yeah, wait. I'm like, okay, sharp. There we are. Ratlapa. We get ready to go out. Okay, that's the mandate. We're getting ready to go out. So now Chief calls Madibu saying to the bedroom so they can talk about something. I don't know what. Right. So okay, sharp. Madibu Sen goes to the bedroom to go talk to the Chief about whatever it is that he wanted to talk about. We are getting ready. Madibu Sen comes back and tells us, guys, Chief is actually mad at the fact that we're going out. What? Why is he mad at the fact that we're going out? No, he feels like it's disrespectful, whatnot. What do you mean it's disrespectful? Like, what I am? That is why we came here. To go out. Hey, okay, sharp. So now we're deciding, okay, you know what? Let us just apologize and ask for permission to go out. Because we are not the ones that spoke to the Chief, actually. Madibu Singh is the one that spoke to the Chief. So we don't know exactly what is going on. But we are formally going to ask for permission to go out from the Chief. And hopefully he'll grant us permission. Sharp. We sit down with the Chief and we say, hey, we are sorry that you felt it was disrespectful for us to just start getting ready at your house and try to go out without your permission. But however, we are asking for permission to go out because Rona, initially that's what we knew we were coming to do. Yeah. And he's like, okay, no, it's fine. So now apparently the Chief was even saying, yeah, now he bought a lot of alcohol and he's not even going to give us more money to go out. Madibu Singh is like, no, but that's fine. I said I have money. I said I have money and some of us have like some money as well. So we'll just pay our own bill. It's fine. So we tell him and he's like, no, okay, I appreciate the fact that you guys apologized and it's fine, you guys can go out. So I think Chief didn't want Madibu Singh to go out with us, but Madibu Singh, Shem, never is not. Madibu Singh was like, no, I'm going with you guys. We get ready. I remember I wanted to use the mirror in Chief's bathroom. I had to take off my shoes walking in there. And I walked in there, I had to take off my shoes and do what I needed to do in the bathroom. Sharp. So Chief had this thing, guys, on a pasha. I don't know if I'm making sense. He used to sniff when he was sitting on his chair. It had this leather thing and those beads and stuff like that. So when he sat there, he would tell a sneefy and speak to his ancestors there. Wow. Ow! And she's like, And she asked for a bit of sniff as well. And then she also spoke to her ancestors there, like, I have a bad feeling, so let me just also speak to my guides. Okay, sharp. How? At that time, now guys, remember, at that time, me, Precious, and Madibuseng, we don't know much about, like, speaking to your guides and stuff like that. Let me speak for myself. Personally, I didn't know at that time. I knew it existed, but I didn't do it. Okay, sharp. We get ready, and Chief was like, no, I'll take you guys out. Bear in mind, Madibuseng and Angie smoke cigarettes at the time. They smoke cigarettes. So, have I smoked a cigarette? They're like, no, can we? The Chief drives us. We get ready. He drives us to the nearest place. It was Cubana for ways. He drives us to Cubana for ways. We get to Cubana for ways, and we're like, okay, can we please have some money? No, I'm not gonna give you guys money. And mind you, on the way there, Madibuseng wants to smoke, ne? Madibuseng wants to smoke. It's cold, guys. It's cold. Madibuseng wants to smoke. Chief is like, yeah, nobody's going to smoke in his car. Mind you, guys, all the way from Potchefstroom, they were smoking in his car, and he didn't have a problem. Now, suddenly, nobody's going to smoke in his car. He opened the windows. It's mad cold. He opened the windows. Madibuseng and Angie are smoking their cigarettes, and me and Precious are getting so cold. Yeah, me and Precious are getting so cold. Sharp, it's fine. We get to Cubana. Rafaloha, because he doesn't want to give us money. We're like, either way, we are going. We're like, no, we'll call you when we're done. He's like, fine. Call me when you're done. When you're done. Sharp. Now, I say something like, yo, I'm so hungry. Can we please get food when we come back? Like, on our way back. He's like, okay, cool, no, it's fine. I'll get you guys food when you come back. When I come to pick you guys up. Okay, sharp. Hey, Cubana. We get there. We decide what we're gonna drink, right? And when we get there, Madibuseng is like, oh, okay, I'm gonna buy my own drinks. You guys, what are you gonna drink? And you're gonna have to pay for them. What? Dude, we spoke about the fact that we don't all have enough money. What are you talking about? Tell him about we have to buy our own drinks. Hey, we're thinking, we're just so over her. We know how she is. So we're like, we're thinking, fine, sharp, whatever. Now let me tell you something about Precious now. Precious has this thing that she just walks into a room and automatically a lot of men are very attracted to her. I went, sharp. Now, there's this, she goes and she talks to this guy. Well, now we order hubbly, we order drinks. And she tells us, this guy says we must come chill with them. I think we kind of chilled with those guys, actually. We chilled with them. And then it was time for those guys to go, because that guy stayed in Centurion. Remember, we were in 4 ways. So he was like, no, I need to leave. Are you guys gonna leave with us? We're like, no, we're not gonna leave with you. He's like, okay, but what are you gonna go home with? We're like, no, our friend's man is gonna come pick us up. He's like, oh, okay, if you guys are stranded, call me. Sharp. Hey, we tell Chief, no, please come pick us up. He's like, okay, cool, I'm coming. Guys, did we not wait? Hey, what time you coming? We waited. Even we were waiting outside, I remember. And Angie knows this guy. There's this other guy, I think he's famous now. He wasn't that famous at that time. He was just Twitter famous. What is it? Tony something. He's dark. He's very cute. He's cute. He's dating now that Simpiwi, I think. That beautiful girl. So we're chilling there with them outside. We're just talking, you know. We're just talking while we're waiting for the chief. The chief. But home. Okay, sharp. We like when we're waiting. And then eventually he comes. When he comes, he shouts at us, he's a chief, we are disrespecting him. He actually doesn't even have to get out of bed and come get girls from Groove. Whatnot. How, chief? Okay, sorry. So I tell him, chiefy, and he's like, no, there's food at home. You guys will see what to eat in the fridge. You cook. Guys, it's after 2 p.m. We'll cook. Okay. We're like, sharp. We get there. When we get there, I open the fridge. There's pizza, there's biltong. Nagaja. And Precious keeps saying, dude, you don't know when those things are from. Because one thing about that place, it looks like a whole house. Not looks like. But it looks like that house that he goes to only when he wants to have people over. I don't know if he was married or what, but I feel like he has another house where he actually just lives with his family. But that one is not the one. It doesn't look like people stay there. Instant. I don't know. It's just my assumption. So I eat. We open cupboards. There's more alcohol. We keep drinking our alcohol. Reinwa. Sharp. My friends start cooking. They cook. Me, I'm like, I go sleep. Remember, guys, I go work at the time because I'm having problems with my then boyfriend. I go so I'm like, hey guys, I'm going to sleep. So I go to sleep. I wake up in the morning. When I wake up in the morning, Precious is already taking a bath because she's going to meet up with the Ferrari guy she met the previous night, right? So the rest of us are just in the house, and then we get up. We also start taking our baths. So obviously it was me, Precious, and Angie sleeping in the same room, and Madi Buseng sleeping with her man. Hey, Madi Buseng comes to the bedroom in the morning, and she's like, guys, this gent just spoke on the phone. He was sending that lady who we went to last night, he was sending her some pictures, and he called her and asked, did you get the pictures? What? Did you get the pictures? Yeah. How are they? Okay, I need you to do this and that for me with the pictures. It's pictures of people. Madibu Singh says she didn't exactly see who the people are. She didn't exactly see who the people are. Okay, no. How is she? No, she's here. You know, it's a conversation, but she can hear that they are talking about her and us. They're also talking about pictures, but she doesn't know who's in the pictures. She comes and tells us, hey, you know me. I went to take a bath. And I was like, okay. Take a bath. While I'm taking a bath, I'm texting Precious. I'm like, you know what? Tell your guy he needs to take us home now. Even if he doesn't take us home, he needs to get us out of here now. And she's like, yo, my gosh, please, just what's going on? I'm like, tell your guy he needs to get us out of here. We bath. So now Chief is not there. And we keep saying, hey, he left his servant. He has a servant. The servant is a man. The man is doing laundry. He is cleaning, doing dishes and stuff like that. So he left his servant with us. And he calls, we keep trying to call the chief. Like, hey, we need to go home. Because Angie had her aunt visiting on that Saturday. And I also had to come back to come study, right? So we were like, no, where is Chief? Because we need to go back. Chief doesn't pick up our calls, and so we asked the servant to call Chief, and servant was like, no, Chief says he's in a meeting, he will come. Oh, okay, sure. Mar, soon as I heard story seller from what do we saying? I was like, guys, let's go. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let us actually just vamos, because this doesn't feel right. Now we go to the fridge and we try to go pack our alcohol. We try to go pack our alcohol. When we get there, Seven calls Chief and tells him, because we already told Seven, yo, bro, things are weird here. And he calls Chief and he's like, the girls are trying to leave. The girls are trying to leave. Chief is like, what? Where are they going? And he's like, no, I don't know, bro. They just say they're leaving. Chief is like, okay, sharp, but they can leave. Mara, tell them to leave that alcohol. Munna. Why, Kanti? Why are we leaving our alcohol? I mean, like, now I'm at that moment, I'm like, wait again, guys. Let's leave the alcohol. I don't care. I just feel like we need to get the fuck out of here. Doesn't matter whether we're taking the alcohol with us or we're not taking the alcohol with us. It's fine. As long as we get the fuck out of here. The girls agree. You wanna bow? We leave. And I tell Precious, I'm like, tell your guy we're coming now. And they call, I'm like, yo, please guys come fetch us. We need to get us out of here. So I'm panicking and Precious is like, oh my gosh, you're gonna scare the guy away. What is going on? I'm like, yo, I'll explain when we get there. Guys, I was holding my shoes. We had the suitcase, we had our bags, and we ran. We ran. I don't know why we were being so dramatic, but everything was just fucking weird. Everything was weird. We ran. We got to the gate. When we got to the gate, the Ferrari guy, okay, he didn't bring a Ferrari at the time. He's like, hey guys, what's going on? I'm like, drive. He's like, what's going on now? Precious one goes up, yeah, relax. I'm like, we can't relax. We need to get out of here. Guys, we need to go. We need to fucking go. And Precious is like, hey, what's going on? Hey, we get, that car's a 4-seater, guys. There was 5 of us. But we made a plan. We got into the car and we left. So now, Ferrari guy's like, by the way, he has a name, guys. I'm just saying Ferrari guy. Because he drove a Ferrari, a Cuban. Ferrari guy's like, guys, what's going on? I'm like, yo. I tell them the story. He's like, that is some creepy old shit. Okay, yeah, it's creepy. But get us out of here. So we now driving to... He's like, okay, let's go chill at my place. So we're now driving to his place in Centurion. Right. We're driving to his place in Centurion. We get stopped by the police. Wow. Even though he was drunk. I remember he was drunk and one of us had to drive. Obviously not me. I can't drive well. I can't drive that well. One of us drove, I remember. Sharp. We went to his place. We got to his place. We went to get some food, get some alcohol, and he invited like a few friends over. So we just all chilled. Now, here's the thing. I'm not too worried about the fact that I need to study. I can always study on Sunday and cross night. Because that's what I do anyway, even when I didn't go anyway. But Angie has her aunt coming over. Now, as we're chilling in Centurion at the Ferry guy's place, yo, Angie's aunt starts calling. Now Angie's stressed. Angie because Astropase is not her thing. It was her first time drinking it, so it was too sweet for her. She's puking, and she's puking lifulo, foam. Yo, guys. Madibu saying, person who got us there, she doesn't care. She already found a new man there. Yo! Okaringa screamer. Hey! sharp. It's nighttime now. Angie feels like, okay, you know what? It's fine. Let me just switch off my phone. But she's still sick. Let her just switch off her phone. So she switches off her phone and we just relax. We cook and we eat. Yo, Madibuseng. One thing about Madibuseng, guys. Madibuseng lives her best life. She was wearing like a short dress. When she's sitting on the chair, Mara, now the problem is when she's sitting on the chair, facing Precious's man, Ferrari guy, she'd open her legs. Sorry, and her legs, her vagina would show. Yo, Nana got think it's a I'm like, yo, I fork, man. Fork. But it's fine. It's fine. We relax. Everything's good. We're drinking. We go to sleep. Following day, we wake up. We take a bath and, you know, whatever. As for Madibuseng, we make breakfast. Precious goes to call her man. Her breakfast is ready. Man is still sleeping. Right? So man is like, no, can you just keep it in the oven for me? I'll come pick it up. I'll come eat. I'm just still sleeping. Madibuseng, I know she makes it a point. And she must go to Precious's man and tell him that breakfast is ready. And it's already awkward. I'm sorry if the frame changed a bit. But as I was saying, funny thing, it was awkward enough that we already can see that Madibuseng, well, not we, me, guys, I'm always very backwards. I can't see these kind of things. So it was already evident that Madibuseng is interested in Precious's person, and her making those advances was kind of very awkward. And then Saturday night, right, when we were supposed to go home, she now started making calls to her boyfriend and started telling us that actually her boyfriend is going to come pick her up. They're going to go out and her boyfriend is going to take her home. We're like, dude, we're all here because of you. And Precious was so annoyed that I actually have to entertain a guy. Of course he's a nice guy and everything, but I have to entertain a guy because you put us in a predicament. Now you want to say your boyfriend is going to come pick you up and you're going to leave with him. What about us? Like, literally, what about us? Did she care them? Madibuseng didn't care them. Madibuseng did not care at them. Madibuseng not caring at them, she doesn't end up going there anyway. And the following day, and then now, guys, can I tell you that Motona's aunt now, she's already threatening to call the police and report her missing because now she can't get a hold of her, and she did tell her that she's going to come to her place. She can't get a hold of her, so she's already threatening to call the police. And now that one ibile oga not worse, because she's getting even more sick thinking about her aunt and stuff like that, and they're threatening to actually track her iPhone, where she could be and stuff like that. Yo, guys, but overall that guy was such a good host. The Ferrari guy, he was such a good host. So we stayed at his place like on Saturday night, and Sunday we had breakfast and stuff like that, and he called us an Uber to drive us back here. Now my thing, guys, is the Nigerian man, what did he want to do with us? Like, why pictures? Why did he not want us to go home? Like, what was going on actually? If anybody understands actually what the fuck he could have been doing, please just comment and let me know. Or let's all come up with theories of if we had stayed there, what could have happened, guys? And what was he trying to do with us? Why did he have to take us to that woman first before going to his house? Like, why did he send her pictures? Why? Like, what was going on? I was just convinced this guy. Where's the tlhabelo for God? Where's the sacrifice? There's no fucking ways, because what was that? That was some scary ass shit. It was scary as fuck. That guy really gave us a shock. That shock. And Madibuseng, can I tell you that after that, Madibuseng never wants to take acknowledgement for the weirdest things she always did. I always ask her, where's the guy? She'll be like, no, he's been trying to call. I haven't been taking his calls. And you should never want to take acknowledgement of the weird things that you always do. Guys, oh, Madi was saying. And this is just what I feel like it was the extreme story of what we've been through with Madi Buse. But there's actually a lot more. But yeah, I feel like you guys need to. So this is my story of how I think this other guy, this Nigerian guy, tried to sacrifice us. Because if he didn't try to sacrifice us, what was he trying to do? You guys tell me, what was he trying to do? I feel like you must comment on the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think he was trying to do. Do you guys think I should wear lashes? You know what, for the purpose of this video, I think I'm not gonna wear lashes because I want to end the video right here. So if I'm gonna do the whole lash thing, or let me do my lashes off camera. Actually, let me finish doing everything off camera. Anyway guys, we have reached the end of our video. That was my story about the Nigerian guy that tried to sacrifice us, in my opinion, and the rest of my friends' opinion, because we were there and you weren't there. But anyway, like I said, please tell me in the comment section what you think that guy was trying to do to us, because I definitely think when I just guys, yo, shame. But just a disclaimer, I have no problem with Nigerian guys. Actually, okay, no, that's over explaining. But I do not have any problem with Nigerian guys. This one specific guy, I have a problem with him. That one, I have a problem with him. And thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed me telling you a story while I'm doing my makeup. If you like this kind of content, please just let me know. By this type of content, I mean me doing my makeup on screen, right? Because I know I always do it and then come tell you guys stories or do whatever the fuck I'll be doing. So if you want to see more of me doing my makeup on screen, sharing my makeup tips, I'm not a professional makeup artist. So thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please join our family and subscribe to my channel. Now I think we're on the road to 400 subscribers, I think. But I just always want to give myself like 1,000 target, so I feel like we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Please share with your friends, please share with your family, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah! Bye.